How does he do it, Stan? How does he just sit there? And the song to me was, these are two different songs in one. Hey guys, how are we doing? We are doing something quite sad today, I'm sure, but it's going to be really impressive. And that's Ren Depression, and it's our reaction to it.
Well, Lee Jaay, mate, I mean, it's called Depression, but Ren can throw it in. He can make Depression something so happy or something so soul destroying. So we'll see what Ren does with it. Absolutely loving Ren, and we've done so much of his work. So down the Ren rabbit hole. So make sure you go check out Ren at Ren Makes Music. Oh, it's dark already.
I like the old video type.
My thought patterns are composed by a time bomb for an author, like pigs to the slaughter. A symphony of self-doubt sings out, breath starts getting shorter, running water. It's the state that I wish to become. Instead, concrete envelops my movement and I'm rendered deaf and dumb, unable to hear.
I'll tell you what, do you know what I really like about Ren? I've said it so many probably reaction videos now, and I know you'll agree with this, Stan. Have you noticed that his songs, sometimes it almost suits the name of it? So this one's Depression, which depression is almost, if you imagine a roller coaster, you get to the bottom, is hardly to get up back that ladder. So you're feeling down, everything's in the dumps, everyone hates you, you're paranoid, not a great life going on. He's almost singing that way. He's talking, his voice is not upbeat or anything. It's depression. It's something that's quite low and down, and he speaks about it in a way that suits the word, and the way he's like, unable to heed the advice of others, because he's down, and that's what depression is. He's such an artist, mate. It's brilliant.
Yeah, he sounds almost like a bit choked up and a bit croaky. We've had a couple of sad Ren songs, and like, you know, I don't like Ren being sad, because like we've really grown to love and respect the hell out of Ren.
Instead, concrete envelops my movement and I'm rendered deaf and dumb, unable to heed the advice of others. Don't tell me things will get better, cause so far things haven't gotten better. I've got the sweater, poster child, bipolar, ADHD, therapist, wet dream. I don't want to talk about my father, I don't want to talk about my dead friend, I don't want to talk about myself. I'm sick of talking about myself. I'm sick of talking about myself and realizing that talking about myself never ever helps. Still, I call for help, cause I really want help. But the pills didn't seem to help, and the therapist didn't seem to help.
This is literally, I think he said it on Suicide at the end when he was talking about Joe Hughes. He said, this is like, I don't care about the lyrics, I don't care about the melody, all I care about is put my soul and my meaning onto paper, basically. And I think he's done the same here. I really feel that. And that's what therapists will be like. They'll try and home in on stuff. And when you're going through that, you're like, I don't really want to fucking talk about it, to be honest.
Yeah, they make you sort of fixate on your fears and the things that bring you down to sort of talk about it and that to get through it. It must be soul crushing. Yeah, you can definitely tell that Ren wrote this when he was at a really low point in his life.
I do understand what you say, right? So like, I remember when, because obviously my heart thing, Stan knows, right? I had to go and see like army therapists or whatever, right? And one of the things they said is, yes, it must be scary that your heart's gone wrong because that's something that can kill you. How does that make you feel? I was like, I was feeling fine until you fucking mentioned that. Fucking hell, cheers. Yeah, you probably feel you won't live as long now, won't you?
But the pills didn't seem to help, and the therapist didn't seem to help. But still, I want help.
He wants help.
With the devil in hell. I've sat in a prisonless cell, and here I always dwell, in this prison in myself. I do this thing when my mind travels back to the golden age. You know those times where you were carefree and everything was golden? Golden age, you know those times where everything was golden, where you were carefree and everything was golden. The hardest thing I ever had to do was come to terms with the fact that that time never really existed.
Oh, now that was a twist I didn't see then, to be honest. Like, you know, I thought he was going to be talking about, you know, like the 90s where he grew up, where the times were golden before Joe Hughes and all that, where maybe you had a little bit of freedom of speech a bit more, you know, everything was a little bit more simpler. But no, he spins it around and he's like, those times never fucking existed, mate. Because it's always been tough. It's always a drag. And that's what you feel like when you're depressed. You can't think back to happy times because depression is a cloud around your mind that it hides like a storm what's actually the happy memories. And we've just recently done the NF video where we saw the little girl going through that. So
I know, mate. It's an emotional evening for Highly Reactive, Stan and Lee Jaay. I tell you that. Emotional evening, right? I'm not going to harp on anymore.
Always felt so fucking detached and broken, bruised and mismatched. Find it hard to relax, living under the cracks. Tried to fill in the gaps, lying here on my back. Still, I can't find it. Sense of peace in my mind declined it. Pulsing tweets and my sweat combines with a feeling so deep I fall inside it.
I don't really quite understand.
Depression, I hate you, depression.
How does he do it, Stan? How does he just sit there? And the song to me was, these are two different songs in one.
Yeah, I know. He sort of like, he was in that sort of dark spell, and he sort of like, almost like that relaxing, like, it's so simple, but it really just changed like the sort of pace there. Like, gave it that sort of...
Mate, it's too much, man. It's too much. You know, he's sitting there and he's literally... I was literally going to pause at one point and say, this guy is just talking to you, and if you've got depression, he's trying to relate with you. And then all of a sudden, this boom started to come in and then change. And it's like, all right, then, never mind, Ren. Well, we'll go that way then. It's just so good.
Like, it's almost like he's trying to bring... Even though he's the artist, he could just bring it back up like that with like... But he's like almost like trying to, but not quite. Like, very hard to do as an artist. I feel like he's giving you that sort of soul. It's like, yeah, we're getting back up there.
Dude, yeah, I think it's the fight back. I think,
mate, that weight is still on there.
The feeling so deep, I fall inside. Depression, I hate you. Depression, your constant oppression. Respond with aggression. They say depression brings you lessons. Constant stressing conceals blessings. You will grow in broken settings. Fuck those lessons, fuck depression. I've been living in your shadow for so long that I forgot how I can shine. How I can find a refuge in my mind. How am I meant to sit here and unwind? The planets align. I feel like I'm cursed. Feel like I'm cursed to just be here to hurt. Feel like I'm cursed to just be here to bleed. But my demons been feeling this way since birth.
I really, mate, yeah. Do you know Suicide, where at the beginning he was like talking about maybe what suicide represents, and then he went into the actual suicide of Joe Hughes? I really do feel like this at the beginning was he was talking about depression, how it's like completely destroyed him, and then it's got halfway through the song and he's like, right, now I'm fighting back depression. Fuck you, fuck your demons, fuck your oppression, everything. Screw you, because Ren is fighting back, and so should you too.
We've said it like throughout, you know, we've done like a lot of independent artists. A lot of independent artists seem to have like sort of quite a struggle, like upbringing of like really tried hard to get where they're going. And they went, and we've always said for months, like for all these different artists, like the good thing is about going for these hard things is these lessons you learn, you overcome obstacles, like you just overcome it and you become like so much a better person for it.
I'm cursed to just be here to bleed, but my demons been feeling this way since birth. Depression, I hate you. 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 Depression.
Okay.
Ren, we
wait for it. Ah, there we go. I thought he was gonna go boom, but fuck you or whatever. Wow, well, yeah, Ren Makes Music there, Stan. We all know that everyone needs to go and follow that. It's the first time you've ever come across this song, come across Ren. He is a growing artist. You need to go follow him. And that's his Instagram on Facebook and YouTube as well. But, mate, wow, what a song. I'm not going to harp on because I said quite a bit through the song. But, yeah, it was really strong. It completely took me by surprise. And, yeah, just... Once again, Ren absolutely mind blows me. Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you. Absolutely poured his heart and soul into that track. It was a beautiful, absolutely beautiful piece of work. Ren, we talked about this, bro. We talked about us in Suicide. We talked about us in Freckled Angels. Stop crying in songs because it cuts us deep, man, because we love you and we don't like to see you sad. Although, make sure you go check out this video. If this is your first time hearing it, listen to it throughout without us talking about it, talking about it, screaming and oofing hour and about it. So go check it out. Absolutely mad love to you.
Mad love to everyone. Hope you have an absolutely great day, guys. That's the main thing. But if you do get time, press the like, the subscribe button, and click that bell. We've also got social media platforms below that you can check out, and our Discord as well, which is for all people that love music and other categories that you can talk about mental health or anything. It's an open channel for everybody.